Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers. In take 5, they are 2, 12, 23, 27, and 35. Daily number 048. Win 4 combination 2, 1, 4, and 1.
And Dan Hoard joins us with sports, the best of the best in high school basketball playing, I guess, all week and tonight, too.
Yeah, and a lot of sports, actually. It's a great time for high school athletics, and it is a huge weekend for the high school playoff action. There's hoops, volleyball, hockey, swimming, and wrestling. But in case you're wondering, tiddlywinks are only contested at the elementary school level. Now, we have some hoop action tonight. We'll start with a Class A semifinal game between Liverpool and RFA at Lemoyne. Liverpool in white. Paul Blake from the corner sticks the jumper. He had 13 points for the Warriors. This game was tight. RFA breaking the pressure nicely. It leads to a jam for Brad Nelson, who had 9 points for RFA. A nail-biter right down into the last minute. This three-pointer by Phil Felton pulled Liverpool within 2 with less than a minute to go, but Mike Colgan helped put it away for RFA. He had 25 points and some big free throws down the stretch, and RFA pulled off the upset to win it 58-53. At OCC, the Class C1 semifinal between Kaz in white and Skaneateles in blue. Rob Combs with a miss, but Keith Roberts puts it in for Kaz, and he had 14 points in the game. Then it's Kyle Rieger with a nice left-handed drive and the right-handed hoop for Casanova. But the star of this game, Stefan Kowalski of Skaneateles. He had 25 points, including the long-range three-pointer, and Skaneateles advanced to Manley Fieldhouse with a 72-61 win. In the NBA, the Knicks are sizzling. They had won 4 straight, 11 of 12, and 15 of 17 going into tonight's game at Detroit. The NBA trade deadline passed last night, and yet Dennis Rodman remains a member of the Detroit Pistons, and there he is, getting set for tonight's game between Detroit and the Knicks. Patrick Ewing came to play for New York tonight. He retrieves the miss and puts it in. He had 21 points for the Knicks in the game, but brace yourself for the Joe Dumars show. First half, hits a three-pointer. A bit later, hits another three-pointer. He had 20 points in the half, and the Pistons led by 11 at the break. Then in the second half, it's Dumars again. That was a four-pointer, hacked as he hit the three. He was 7 for 11 from three-point territory, had 43 points in the game. Detroit ended New York's 4-game winning streak, 108-80. Chuck Daly's Nets trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak as they hosted Portland tonight. In the first quarter, how about this Nets defense? Some good statue imitations as Clyde Drexler blows by for the jam. He had 26 points. Then it's former UConn star Cliff Robinson with a jam in Sam Bowie's face. The Blazers up by 10 at the half. In the second half, Derek Coleman tried to keep Portland close. Hits the turnaround as New Jersey was within 8 in the third quarter. But the Blazers would pull away. Cliff Robinson scoring 20 in the game, and Portland won at 102-91. On the NBA scoreboard, the 76ers by 3 over the Bucks. Orlando beat Washington tonight. Miami over San Antonio in a low-scoring game. The Celtics beat Atlanta. Sherman Douglas with 17 in that game. Indiana over Charlotte in a game in which Rick Smits scored 37 points. How about that? Minnesota over Dallas tonight, 99-89. And in one game still in progress, it's Phoenix leading Utah in the third quarter. A couple of college scores to pass along. Penn beat Cornell, and Hamilton over Clarkson, 89-72. In hockey, Alexander Mogilny of the Sabres became the 14th player in NHL history to score 60 goals in a season on Wednesday night. Tonight he looked for number 61 or more as Buffalo hosted Montreal. Didn't take long for Mogilny to get that 61st. In the first period, he beats Patrick Roy, and the Sabres led the Canadiens 1-0. A bit later in the first period, Mogilny strikes again off a Canadian stick for goal number 62, and the Sabres led it 2-0 after 1. But in the second period, the Canadiens would answer. Stéphane Lebeau going through the legs of Grant Fuhr to tie it at 2. Then it's Kirk Muller with some great effort in front of the net. Good second effort to score. The Canadiens with a 4-0 run in the second period, and they won it by a 6-4 final. In the rest of the NHL tonight, the Rangers are tied in Calgary in the second period. Vancouver leads Winnipeg in the third period. Finally, the 19th annual AT&T Classic Champion Dinner attracted hundreds of sports fans to the On Center tonight. The featured attraction was Hall of Fame quarterback Johnny Unitas, whose record-setting career had humble beginnings.
In 1955, I was drafted by Pittsburgh as a 9th-round draft choice, and I was taken to training camp at Olean, New York at St. Bonaventure's, and I didn't make the football team, so I was cut. The remainder of that year, I played sandlot football for $3 a game and right to take a cold shower.
Pittsburgh Steelers had some great teams over the years, but they do have to live with the fact that they cut Johnny Unitas.
Amazing. One amazing quarterback.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan.
Well, of course, Fridays are usually responsible for helping lift one's spirits.
But in downtown Syracuse, another group doing its part for inspiration.
Coming after me, they were coming for to pass.
Courtesy Ford, where you get the best of everything.
This Saturday, starting at 9 a.m., just about everything is on sale at Lechmere. Save all over the store on all TVs, VCRs, and audio equipment. Selected computers and telephones, refrigerators and microwaves, all fax machines and furniture, all luggage and camcorders, and yes, all clocks. But Saturday night, it's all over. The Lechmere one-day sale, this Saturday only.
City Mattress has figured out another way to save you more money on mattresses. It's our lowest prices ever. And if you buy one now, you can wait until August to pay.